Which language will you play in? English. Or Dutch. We'll pick the generic, patriarchal white boy. Kai. Actually, Kaiser, for the purposes of Twitch. People know me by Kaiser more so than Kai, I would say. Are you ready to start the game with these settings? Change hairstyle. Does it not show you? Okay, there it is. Bowl cut tussled crop. So I guess we have to do this. 2-block cut. I mean, that's probably the closest to what I have going on, I would think. Pompadour. All these hairstyles are not good. 2-block cut. Okay, we'll do 2-block cut. Yeah. Go with that style. And change look, because my eyes are not orange. My eyes are blue. Eye shape, eye color. We'll keep them round because we're not slanty-eyed. Blue, how about gray? Light gray. How about dark gray? It's kind of what my eyes are like, I would think. Blue gray? Oh, blue gray. I like that. Gray with gold pupils? Seriously? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, just in case any kids watch my stream. Sorry about cursing, kids. Eyelash color, that's fine. Eyebrow color, that's fine. Mouth color, that's fine. Okay. I can't change the color of my hair on my scalp. Enrollment application, Naranha Academy. We got some water. We got some dinner because we have not eaten yet. So I'm gonna eat while we are streaming. Taking lessons from tradition, growing stronger and greater. Dive into the world of Pokemon. Director Clavicle. Paldea is a sprawling region bursting with lush nature and magnificent landscapes. It is also, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. They reside here in great numbers, in fact. Oh, look at the fat little thing. Look at the fat little thing. Yeah, oh, it's so cute. Pokemon can be found living all over. In the seas, the skies, even in our cities and towns. We humans coexist with Pokemon, as we both help one another to live and thrive. Naranha Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. Within our halls, people from all regions gather to study together. And as Pokemon trainers, they have their Pokemon do battle growing alongside them. While a robust curriculum of coursework helps our students draw forth their fullest potential, It is within these halls that you will find your friends, your Pokemon. Oh god. The faculty and staff at Nirvana Academy can't wait to welcome you with open arms. Oh, that's nice. Oh man, it's the motorcycle dude. Nice. This motorcycle guy is, he's really going around, isn't he? He's making his rounds here. Lily! Get your butt online on Discord. What I do now? What I do? Alright, hold on, my computer's... It could barely handle one application open at one given time. Hey, look at me. Get up. Oh, this is riveting. This is a good start. Nice. Want to see my team and character? Oh wow, you said that 5 minutes after I said something? I'm sorry. That kind of makes me seem like a little bit of an asshole, doesn't it? It's not intentional. Man, I was checking out my Discord stuff. I can't think of the name. What's up, Bacon? How are you, my man? Let's go. I didn't reply to me, and you didn't see my pictures on your server. Get bread, dog. Get bread, dog. What are you talking about? I take offense to that. Ah, am I wearing a skirt? Dude, those are the most lame shorts ever. How do I move fast? What was I supposed to do? Why can't I run? Muncha! Can I jump? Oh, not yet. You're not quite ready to go to school yet, but I am ready. What do I have to do? Muncha! Is this bread dog? Oh, he's not gonna do anything. You have to eat my ass. Bacon, what's going on, man? How have you been? Good morning, Kaiser. Oh, already in your uniform and everything. Well, it is your first day at your new school after all. I'm so excited for you. Still, you might want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door. The school contacted me and said you're supposed to wait here a little while longer. Sounds suspect. Their words, not mine. They probably want me to stay in this location so they know that they will hit me with the bomb. Apparently, there's something very important for your first day that still hasn't arrived. Good man, the usual. How was your week? Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I've actually been looking forward to playing this, to be completely honest with you. I mean, looking forward to it from the perspective of, like, these games. Like, I grew up playing these games, so every time a new one comes out, it just makes me feel good. You know what I mean? But from the perspective of knowing that it's probably not going to be up to the same standards of gameplay as other games that are coming out currently, I can kind of do without that. I send you a pic of my character and team. Well, let's go check it out. He reciprocates the call of the Mons. I like that. Oh, Lily, your avatar looks like your avatar in Discord and Twitch. You have a Tauros, a Dogspin. Oh, okay. No spoilers. No spoilers. I'm getting out of there. Your avatar looks so cute. Good for you. My avatar don't look cute. I pretty much changed the eye color of my main guy, and I gave him a haircut that does not make him look like too much of an Asian. Guys, you get the door. Okay, mommy. Oh, we have multiple doors here, I see. Can I run yet? Jesus. Do forgive the intrusion. You are Master Kaiser, yes? On behalf of the Academy, I must apologize for the late arrival of your enrollment documents. And also for my delay in introducing myself. Look at this idiot. I am the director of Naranja Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavicle. The director, and you came in person to help my son with his first day? Well, I am responsible for the entire academy, including any failures on its part. So, here at least are the enrollment documents that should have already been delivered to you. Goodness, you really didn't need to. Your avatar looks like a kid I'd beat up in grade school. Yeah, he kind of does. He's got a terrible haircut. Basically looks like the person that tried to give me a haircut forgot that there was a hair guard on the razor. A hair guard feature. And just like totally shaved the shit out of my head. No need to trouble yourself. Kaiser, I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director here. Why don't you head back up to your room, get the fuck out of here, and finish getting ready for school. You'll need your bag and your hat as well. Now, Mr. Clavicle, you must simply join me for a cuppa. A whata? This way. How can I refuse such kind favor? Can I run yet? Abusive military father? They are going to do the Yeah, something like that. That's how they get down in the world of Pokemon. That's how they do at the Naranja Academy. Ready to put on your hat and grab your bag. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, look at the spiffy bag. Oh, I don't look gay. This is the new wave. You can press the X button to open the main menu. Select the save option from this menu to save all the progress you've made on your adventure so far. When you open up your bag, you'll find some key items inside, including your adventure guide. Check it out whenever you want to review handy tips like these that you receive along your adventure. Can I run yet? Come on, I have to be able to. The power's invested in me by putting on the backpack and the hat. This is 0 out of 10 game design. Oh, just look at you, all ready for your big first day. Yes, the uniform of our storied academy suits you quite well indeed. Oh gracious, how very careless of me. I had entirely forgotten that I've somewhat else for you, Mr. Kaiser. Our most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside? Or perhaps upstairs into your room? Underneath the sheets? Care to join me, Master Kaiser? I wonder what this important thing might be. Let's follow the director out and see, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. I'm curious as to what's going to transpire. This took a weird turn. Yeah, it kind of moved fast, didn't it? I'm kind of shocked myself. Got 127 in my Pokedex. How many are in the Pokedex in this game, in this region? Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs. I like all sorts of balls. Oh, look at the idiot fire type. Look how joyful he is. Oh, he's smiling, he's so happy. He's mine. We provide each student entering the academy a Pokemon of their own, allows to choose which among these three you'd like to have as your partner. Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon. Ah, you know he's got a big dick. Look at him, so happy. Fuck. Coco, the Firecroc Pokemon. Oh. And oh, I like that name. I like that name. Quaxley? Quaxley. That's the most ingenuitive name they thought of? They had years to think this shit. Don't you dare take the water starter. I'm actually like 37 percentage points more likely to take the water starter now just because you said that. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Pop! They're all real... They're all very good company. Why, they usually refuse to even leave my side because I fist them daily. What's this? What's this? So it turns out they're more interested in you, Master Kaiser, than familiar old me. I do... All the Pokemon are like, please pick me. Take me away from this bluster. I do wish I could stay and see which one you'll choose, but I must be off to my next home visit. I have other boys and girls to see. I'll be at your house just over there. Take your time with your decision, then come find me once your mind is made up. Now, if you'll excuse me, until next we meet. I'm quitting if you do. You're quitting playing the game, or you're quitting watching my stream? Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, man, my stream is, like, next to dead. So if you leave, I'm pretty sure Bacon is gonna be the only consistent viewer that I have. So, yeah, there's that. Just gonna be transparent with you guys. What a manly fellow that director of yours is. These three are all lovely, but you need to choose just one. Not an easy task. Why not take this opportunity to walk about these little ones and get to know them? I'm sure they have lots to teach you. Oh, but before you go, I got you a little something to celebrate your big day. Take it with you if you're going out on your own. Why is my mom actually attractive? You obtained the Rotom phone. You put the Rotom phone in your bag ski items pocket. The latest model of a smartphone. A Pokemon called Rotom lives within it, and it can be used to run all sorts of handy apps. Quit being your assistant. Well, okay, so you're going to quit being my assistant. Okay, well, you could do that, but you basically have to continue being my assistant just because you didn't use the word correctly. So, I mean, that joke's on you. Joke's on you, man. I'm choosing the duck. It's a brand new phone! According to the instructions, you can check the map app by pressing the Y button. It'll help keep you from getting lost, so take good care of your new gadget, okay? Now off you go, have fun. I'm crying right now? Oh, okay, well. Listen, I don't beat up women in real life to make them cry, so I'm sure as shit not going to say something to a woman halfway across the world and make them start crying, okay? So I will not choose the duck. Don't choose the duck. What's wrong with the duck? I don't understand. Come on. Are you serious? Do I have to like talk to all these idiots? I don't understand. I'm choosing my guy. Oh my god. Oh, they're following me? This fucking game. Already 0 out of 10. Stay behind the wooden fence, you stupid grass cat. Final evolution is so bad. He's a loser. You'll be much happier with fire evos. Oh, I can finally run! Thanks, game. Welcome. This is Cabo Poco. It's not much just a little pinch of a community, but it's home. Hell yeah, I can finally run. Can I? Oh, I can slide. That's cool. Can't jump in this game, though. Dude, I'm telling you, after I played Elden Ring, I expect the jump mechanic to be in, like, every game that I play. It's so fun. Jumping is so fun. Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat the shit out of that fruit. Or not. Oh, dude, why is she pretty? Why are these people in this game pretty? It's just a Pokemon game. Why are they appealing to my senses? I don't like this. Bacon, make it stop. Bacon, tell them to stop. You're just thirsty. You might be right. Maybe I should have took care of myself before I came on stream. Buenos Vistas. We haven't met, have we? I must say, I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Hang on, Director. Is this who I think it is? Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Master Kaiser. He will be attending as of today. So, you're that kid who moved up in the road. I've been dying to find out more about you. Why you got green hair, bro? I'm the mama. Normally I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Want to be friends? And fuck buddies. Sure. What's wrong? Did I scare you off? Maybe I came on a little too strong. Oh, that's not the okay button. Okay. Miss Namamamama is president of our student council and a champion rank trainer in her own right. I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now. You and me. Easy now. Easy now. You two will be in the same class, so you'll have plenty of time to battle later and get to know each other better, of course. We're gonna be neighbors and classmates. Nice. We'll be able to battle all we want. Oh, that's what do you call it, huh? On that note, Master Kaiser, have you decided which of these Pokemon you would like to be your first partner? Gotta go with the duck. Gotta go with the duck just to show all you haters wrong. Claw! That's Toko, a fire-type Pokemon. The burning hot sparks it scatters will fire any of the plants in a flash. What version did I pick? I picked Scarlet. I definitely picked Scarlet. Red is a more manly color. And I'm not sure if you read my Discord, but in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, they made the character Scarlet even more attractive than either Tifa or Aerith, which is totally bonkers. Because I remember there was like lusting after those characters for years and years. And then all of a sudden the remake came out, and Scarlet is like immensely more attractive than either one of those in the remake. Like, what the actual shit? Then you got the mommy. I disagree, but she's got some mommy milkers for sure. You disagree with that, huh? Ah. I mean, I 100% agree with you as far as the mommy milkers. Like, holy God. Like, Tifa was the flagship of that enterprise, to be sure, but wow. Scarlet came in hot with a vengeance. Hot with a vengeance. Then you got the mommy. What is the mommy? I don't understand. Yeah. You chose Coco. Would you like to give Coco a name? Yeah. Wrong button. The professor is mommy. Oh. Have I not met the professor yet? Seems to have taken quite a liking to you, Master Kaiser. This is your first Pokemon. Please raise it with love and care. Oh God. And of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball. The professor's mommy. You know, the people at Pokemon probably thought that more males are going to choose the Scarlet version just because males are more, they have a higher affinity towards the color red. It's seen as more masculine. So that was probably one of the major deciding factors in their decision to put mommy inside of Scarlet and daddy inside of Violet, I would say. What a perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo. I know, right? Can I choose one of the Pokemon? Can I choose the water duck? Oh god. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of dialogue, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna be so much. I shall be more than happy to allow it. Yes. Oh, I want it. Since Kaiser chose fuck Coco, I'll go for this little one. Nice to meet you, Sprigatito. Welcome to the team. Oh, she didn't choose the water. Normally your rival always chooses like the counterpart. You're typing, right? You want to go to the beach? What the hell? Yeah, I will, I'll take care of it. Don't worry, man. I'm a gentleman. I'll make sure that she gets treated well. Over here! Oh, because there are so many other people on this beach that could possibly be where you're meaning to be, right? Why's it always gotta be the same types? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So you ready to battle me? Of course. I'll battle you. Of course. I'm not inexperienced. I know what I'm doing. Yo. Why does she have more definition in her legs than your main character? This game is sexist. So let's have some fun. I'm all about having fun, girl. I'm gonna burn the shit out of your fire, or, grass cap. You must have been studying. Smart move. Grass is fire. Fire is stronger against grass. Oh, I got a burn as well. Nice. Give me a fairy starter like a real man. Dude, fairy type is just crazy overpowered. So good. Everyone who thinks that fairy is like kind of like a clown type, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'll take a fairy type. Give me a fairy type. Oh, nice. Nice, level up. Not bad. And we got $300 off that stupid woman. Look at you winning your first battle ever. You've got even more potential than I thought. You're going to be a strong trainer for sure. But now I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again, just one more battle. Look at the thing. Master Kaiser and his foot Coco are surely wary already from the last battle. Oh, sorry, I got kind of caught up in the excitement. That's what happens. All these people with green hair, they want to do things that they're not supposed to. Nothing makes me harder than evolving a Happiny into a Chansey. Bacon, are you playing this game as well? I'm really sorry, Kaiser. Same to your foot Coco, too. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, brah. Not at this time? Okay, gotcha. It seems that you know quite a bit. So you must have, like, watched, like, videos and such. I've got way too much on my plate. I hear you, man. Dude, I'm just waiting for Callisto Protocol. Oh man, that game is gonna be fun. That game is gonna be fun. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing? I'm sure you can learn a great deal from a champion rank trainer such as yourself. How is she a champion rank trainer? I just beat her. Oh, that reminds me, since you're new to training Pokemon, there's an app you definitely need. You have a smartphone, right? There was a time when I was a kid, I didn't have a smartphone. I felt like such a loser. Missed out on a lot of ass, too. The Pokedex app was added to your Rotom phone. The Pokedex will automatically register any Pokemon you catch. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. It's a super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jack, actually made it himself. Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokedexes. It's quite the age we live in now. Oof, filling out a Pokedex by hand? I can't even imagine how much work that would take. Oh, no, I suppose you can't. Yet no matter how much the times change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. This is truly timeless pleasure. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna need you to stop. And the more Pokemon that you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. I hope you both work hard toward the next of your completing your own Pokedex goals. The craving will strike me in good time. I'm kind of Pokemon out from Brilliant Diamond and Arceus earlier this year. Oh, you played Legends of Arceus? Oh, you played Legends of Arceus as well as Brilliant Diamond. Oh, okay. I played Legends of Arceus, but I did not play Brilliant Diamond. Legends of Arceus was kind of fun, not gonna lie. Oh my god, stop. Of course, leave it to me, then I leave him in your capable hands. And your well-sculpted calves. Maybe I ought to make a little more time to work on my Pokedex along with my battling. Oh, right! Speaking of Pokedexes, Kaiser, you probably never caught a wild Pokemon. I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the academy. Come with me. To my bedroom. Press the minus button to open the Pokedex app on your Rotom phone in a flash. You can also navigate to your Pokedex by pressing the X button from the map app. Battle or catch Pokemon to compile volumes in your Pokedex app, with fancier covers for Pokemon you've caught. Open up your Pokedex to view all of the volumes you've collected on a digital shelf and check out what rewards you can earn by pressing the X button. Press the plus button when looking at a Pokemon you've registered in your Pokedex, and you can check that Pokemon's habitat to learn more about where they can be found and when they're active. Explore different areas as you adventure and meet tons of Pokemon. Okay. So, oh, I very much... Oh, it's not like really a 2D... Well, it is 2D. But not quite traditional Pokemon 2D. It's my... Fuck, Coco. Oh, I kind of like how this is put. Okay. Yeah. Can I not, like, run faster? The handy Rotom phone is a popular item used throughout the Paldea region. Adding apps to it gives a trainer access to a variety of useful functions. Oh god. Use the left stick to move the magnifying glass around the map and find locations. Flying taxi, huh? Man, I still haven't eaten dinner. Oh, give me a second. Let me cut this. Let me cut this meat. What am I shoveling it in my face? It's something like similar to. Yo, I took a picture. It's something similar to what I made, and I already posted in my Discord. But I'll post another picture. It's like another, like, gochujang based dish. I just posted a picture in the Discord. Cock me, not now. Not at this moment. Oh, Kaja. I hear that bomb. Here we'll be taking you to school. That's right, leave it to me. So you've already managed to make a friend. More than what I can say about myself. And I read about all those wonderful teachers you'll have looking after you at school. Plus so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. Adding your new friend, and it sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic. Nice, you'll be staying in the school dorms. Now, you'll be staying in the school dorms. I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. Nutrition is important. Here's a bit of spending money to start off with. I also packed a lunch for your first day. You got a sandwich from Mom. Yeah. Warms my heart to know you take your food seriously. I do take my food seriously, actually. I kind of want that soup. That you posted in Discord. That soup. Let me tell you something. I love a good soup. I really do. And I'm not just saying that. I really like a good soup. Oh, look at the fun, like, cartoony, like, JPEGs. A dish made by sandwiching meat, vegetables, and more meats together. Maybe you better take these too. Potions. Use them on the precious little partner of yours, sure to get hurt in battle. I know every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences far from home. Just try to savor them all, the good times and the hard times too. But if you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you, and I will be in there too. Oh, alright then, you two would better be off, I suppose. Take care on the way to school. We're just doing Chinese takeaway tonight. Oh, do you call takeout takeaway? That's cool. Your mother's so nice. I was going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos. Oh, like kind of like a little bit of ethnic culture there. Okay, I see you, Pokemon. Trying to diversify the Pokemon. What? There we go. Oh, there's something over there on the left. Here's the Poco Path. Look at all the pigs. It's a path that leads to the adventure, that leads to adventure for you and me. Out here, things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the path and in the grass and such. Get too close to one and you'll have to battle, but you've got a Coco for that, right? If you want to try to catch a Pokemon, you gotta use a good old Pokeball. I've got tons, have a few. I just collect balls. Don't be looking at me. You put the Pokeball in your bag's Pokeballs. Pig. Oh, what luck. Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk, Kaiser. Let's go, Lechonk. Dude, he's even bigger than me. My guy, of course. You can try to catch a wild Pokemon you are battling by pressing the X button and throwing a Pokeball. When you're having a hard time catching a Pokemon, try to deal damage to it before throwing another Pokeball. That should give you a better chance of success. Dude, look at the size of that Chungus. Ooh, he's a meaty boy. Kill it. No, I actually want this, I want this guy. I actually want him. Give him to me. Give it to me now. Don't talk about my people that way. I'm not talking about you, Bacon. I'm just talking about all the fat fucks. The trunk stand has been added to the Pokedex. It searches for food all day. It possesses a keen sense of smell, but doesn't use it for anything other than foraging. Would you like to give Lechonk a nickname? No. That my people? Well... yeah, I don't agree with that mentality. I think that my people are just Homo sapiens in general. Like... It's just completely ridiculous. I didn't come here to get fat shamed. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, bro. I came here to get kink shamed. Tell me about your kinks. Let's explore that avenue, shall we? That was awesome. You caught the very first Pokemon you went for. Yeah, maybe I should give you some tips. Come with me to my bedroom. You obtained 10 more Pokeballs? What? I'll go battle those wild Pokemon I catch. Some of them. Some of them? Let's meet back at that lighthouse over there. You can see our school from the top. Alright, let's go. The Pokemon you see wandering around in tall grass, caves, and elsewhere are wild Pokemon. When you run into a wild Pokemon, Pokemon battle will begin. You can also start a battle by looking toward a wild Pokemon and throwing one of your Pokeballs at it by using the ZR button. Try this tactic out to battle Pokemon that are up in trees or flying in the sky. Nice. A potion! What's that thing? Some kind of bug? Bad? Well, it all started when I was 7 and caught my first Vaporeon. Lily, are you saying no to this Pokemon, or are you saying no to the Vaporeon story? Both? That's no fun. I wanted to hear this Vaporeon story. Oh yeah. Learning around. I'm rounding up all my hoes. Look at all the items just hanging out. It'd be so nice if I could jump. We all know Vaporeon is eternally moist. I can't disagree with that. That is a very factual assessment. Super Potion. Oh, it's Hip Hop. Hip Hop Anonymous. I think I'm gonna pick this up just for the type diversity. Nice. The Pokemon is blown across vast distances by the wind. It is unclear where the Hoppip of Paldea originally came from. I know, not here. I'm so smart. I know things and I'm not even a scholar. Look at all these items just hanging out. How do we get up there? Dude, what's with all these items? Rare candy. Hip hop anonymous? Yeah, on a rock. Okay, there has to be a jumping mechanic. Annie, what's up? What's up? What's going on? That was a weird like slur of words. I'm sorry. Oh my god, wrong button. I am going to eat your soul. It's just me, or like the frames dropping in this game. Like whenever I change my camera angle, like it kind of feels like the camera like shudders or stutters real quick. What? Are you a thing? What are you? Tommy? Yes, performance isn't the best in this game. Yeah, it does. A little bear. I think this is the cute fat thing from the beginning. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna kill it with the tackle. I think Ember is probably stronger than tackle. Never mind, I was wrong. It's the wannabe Pikachu. Nice. Nice. Is it gonna like respawn when I walk away? An ass pear berry. I kind of want a bear on my team. Oh, there it is right there. Never mind, it's something different. What is this? What is you? A scatterbug? Oh, gross. Die. Tackle is 40, Ember is 42, but stab, so it's 60. Also, tackle is physical, but Ember is special. I'm thinking, due to the fact that tackle was just as strong as Ember, that this fire crocodile is more along the lines of a physical attacker. Because I expected Ember to be slightly more powerful because of stab. But that totally wasn't the case at all. Well, it seems that I am shit out of luck. It seems that the little bear has gone away. That is unfortunate. Maybe it'll be in a different spot. Maybe just not there. Is this the fastest that you can run? Kaiser, how you getting the hang of catching Pokemon? Okay, let me see. So far you've caught like 2. Oh, the legendary. Is the legendary appearing? Is it going to show itself? Normally, it should be much more special. Interesting. It looks like a beefy boy. I thought that was a physical boy. Look at its stats. Yeah, I guess I probably should do that, shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably should. Why would you run when you can walk? I guess. I mean, that's a good point. But maybe RNG made you a physical. It's possible. We're gonna find out. I've never heard that kind of cry before. It could be some strong Pokemon or something. I said we find whatever made that cry. Let's take a look around, Kaiser. Just be careful. There's a kind of unsafe cave not far from here. So steer clear. But I know your Rotom phone can help keep you safe, but watch your steps by these cliffs anyway. The auto heal feature will automatically select items from your bag and use them to heal your Pokemon. To use auto heal, highlight the Pokemon you want to heal from the main menu and press the minus button. Bags for Coco. Okay, so it's got Blaze. It's got Careful Nature. So negative special attack and positive special defense. Interesting. Dude, if he's supposed to be a special attacker, this is a terrible nature for this Pokemon. You can see, even with the minus special attack, his special attack is still better than his physical attack. Which also leads to the question, why in the world did Tackle do just as much, if not more damage to that Pokemon. Maybe the Pokemon in question is more of a special sponge. I'm very curious. Oh, I would have missed this. A revive. That was actually worth going back to get. Up here, you stupid thing. Oh my god. Oh, we got people talking in chat. Oh, okay. Always nice to see. I'm actually not okay with the legendaries, like the bike Pokemon. I think they're like the most ridiculously designed legendaries in the history of legendaries. I'd be okay if it was not given to me. That's how much I dislike them. Should be able to change their nature. I know you could change their nature in Pokemon Sword when I played that. That was a while back. That was years back. But I remember that you had to wait until like the end of the game, like the Battle Tower or the Battle Frontier or something, before you got like the berry necessary to change your nature. I remember I had to do that with the legendary in Pokemon Sword. I forget its name. Some kind of steel and fairy dog. Really, really good typing. I think it actually was RNG, Annie. I think it was. I mean, it could also be. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I have no idea. I mean, it could be RNG, it could be the fact that maybe the Pokemon just inherently has better special defense than physical defense. I don't know. I play Scarlet and my husband, Violet. Red dog is best dog. What is bread dog? You say that now, wait till you get them. I don't know. I think they look silly. Oh, the motorcycle's down. Oh, Houndour. Don't like dogs. I love dogs. A bidet looks silly too until you use one. I've never used a bidet. Have you used a bidet? Tell me about it. What kind of anime crap was that I just saw? The Houndours just magically leave? Okay. Oh, Kaiser, you sweet, sweet summer child. Yes, that's me. Day and night don't follow the system clock anymore. The game uses its own 60-minute day. What relevance does that have? Or is that just like an objective observation that I should probably have in mind? The mysterious Pokemon seems to be too weak to move. Also, too ugly to move as well, you hideous creature. Get the fuck in the water. Just do everyone a favor. Maybe you can give it something to help it perk up. You want my sandwich? Yeah. Look at my cold steel blue eyes and embrace my sandwich. Which Pokemon impure, I think. Oh, okay. That's actually good to know. Some Pokemons only come out at night. Good to know that this game operates by that mechanic. You're just gonna leave? Well, I just saved you. Oh, kills. His eyes are glowing like Superman. What? What? He's pissed. He's pissed at something. I don't know if my fire starter is going to be able to tame that beast. Just in the order of, like, sheer magnitude. Oh my god, I have to still walk. Okay. Oi! What the hell are you doing up there? You okay? You're not hurt, right? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Why are you worried? I'm okay. Because I said we should go looking for whatever made that cry. No, never mind that, right? Now we've got to focus on getting you back up here. Gotta find a way out to climb out of there. If you get close enough, I'll try pulling you up with one of my Pokemon's moves. Okay. Wow. Okay. That Pokemon might be as strong as mine, even stronger. Oh, what are you? You look very familiar. Yungus. Yeah, I've seen that before, actually. Sun and Moon? Okay. I knew it looked familiar. I got some Yungus fur. No, I'm gonna be needing that. Gotta not go this way? Okay. Oh, a Diglett! Come here, buddy. Get some stab earthquakes off. And a burn, you're guaranteed to be caught. I'm a Wiglet man now. I'm actually kind of shook. I have no idea what a Wiglet is. Oh, nice. Gaining levels. LeChunk. It lives about 1 yard underground where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground. It's basically Diglett, but penis colored. Really? Game Freak decided to make a Diglett that looked like a penis, right? Well. Wiglet is better. Why are you stopping? This game is broken. Two Pokeballs, okay. Wiglet is white, though. Well, I mean, if you have relations with a white guy, his penis is gonna be white as well. What do you think? It's gonna be a different shade? She means like a ghost white. Oh, like not like raw chicken flavor, basically, is what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Not Snow White. This is like an albino's penis. Man, this guy's not good for anything except breaking some rocks, huh? Why don't you just move? It straight up pulverized that rock. Man, I want that in my bedroom right now. Something's coming. It's behind you. Ooh, can I get a Houndoom? Can I get a Houndoom? I mean, I'll be okay with this. Nah. Level 40. Well, someone's dying. Well, well, well. The turntables turn. Oh, I'm gonna summon my army of Houndours. I'm gonna overwhelm your shit with numbers. How many are there? There's like a Houndour infestation. Up here, quick! I'm doing these Hulk jumps right now. It's like such bad... Oh, it's such bad design. That tire is killing me. It is killing me. What's the matter? Out of energy from sandwich. It kind of looks like a Cyclozar, but I've never quite seen one like this before. And now it looks so different than a minute ago. You think it's okay? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. You can't tell either. I'm seriously glad to have you back up in your one piece. You know, that battle down there was really something. You and this fella looked perfectly in sync facing down that Houndoom. What? You didn't even tell him what to do? I guess it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet, huh? Oh good, looks like it perked up a little. I just had to have a seizure real quick and it came back around. Do you think this fellow was the one that making the mysterious cry we heard before? Yes. Oh man, oh man, oh man. The more I look at this Pokemon, the more mysterious it seems. If you do become a trainer, you gotta let me battle against it. Get away, you absolute... What is the word I'm looking for? Masochist? Let's exchange numbers so we can get in touch if something... If somehow we got separated again. Yeah, because that's how numbers are exchanged. And here, this'll let you teach your Pokemon a move to help it battle stronger opponents. Ooh, I learned Swift. Terrible move. TMs can only be used once. All right, let me ride you. Let me ride you. Where did... What? The Switch is trying. The Switch is trying really hard right now. All right. Let's go back real quick and see if we can catch that bear. A little bit of time has passed in game, right? So the bear should be back by now. No? Still not here. Did I kill the only bear spawn in this area? Kind of seems like that's what's going on right now. Thanks to buffering, it's not too bad on our ends. That's good. 'Tis good, 'tis good. Better not get too close. They spawn randomly. Is that Pokemon worth getting, Lily? I'm tantalized by it just because I can't have it. You know? No? Oh, okay. That's not how you get to the lighthouse. Well, that's a shame. You're talking to this idiot that's just gazing inside of a window? Why that little? What are you doing here? I'm not talking to you two. You can shove off. Wait, I know you. Aren't you Arvin? You're enrolled in the humanities track, right? And aren't you the son of that Pokemon researcher, Professor Sada? Doesn't matter who my mom is. I have to give him, like, a more nasal. The real issue here is what in the world this Pokemon is doing out here.
And what is this form it's in?
I met it at the bottom of this cliff. See, we heard this strange cry and we tried to investigate, but Kaiser fell off a cliff. That Pokemon saved him, but it seems like it wore itself out in the process. It got kinda slumpy afterward. But you should have seen it before. It totally looked different. It was unbelievably strong. Just got the real deal. Or just get the real deal. What's the real deal?
Well, yeah, as it should be. But it can't find while it's like this. The form Koraidon takes in battle. That's its true form.
Koraidon? Is that this Pokemon's name? How do you know it? Oh, I guess.
You can't go in the lab, it's locked. I don't remember ever seeing you around. But given the uniform, you go to the academy too. Do ya?
Koraidon isn't the sort of Pokemon that any old trainer can hope to command. It's special. Special how? What sort of Pokemon is it? You think you're
up to ordering Koraidon around? Then how about I test your worthiness?
Yes.
Huh. Well, look at you. Quite the little go-getter. I've been feeling all sorts, so I'm gonna use this battle to blast these doldrums away. Yeah!
Why aren't you using the fucking Pokemon that is supposed to be good? Like, what? These memories are leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and I want it gone. Oh god. Looks like a solid 3-hit KO. Nice level up. Hip hop anonymous. Learn to absorb. Oh, that was it? Wow, okay. Seems like you know a thing or two about battle. Wow, that was awesome.
I guess I wasn't ever going to stand a chance. You've seen some Pokemon I only just caught. But if you think you can take Koraidon out of my hands from me, you'll need this.
It's the Pokeball that Brute's kept in. A Pokeball that can hold the mysterious Pokemon known as Koraidon. A boy named Arvin gave it to you. It looks exactly like a regular Pokeball. So why do you have it?
Anyway, that thing's your problem now, not mine. Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, what a weirdo. Yeah, getting that Pokeball. That Arvin guy definitely knows more than he's letting on. Next time he and I are battling, I'm gonna wring some answers out of him. Oh, you lose to everyone. But, oh right, we gotta climb the lighthouse. Can't wait to show you the view of our school. Making my way downtown. Yeah, I knew there was something back here. A revive. And a hip hop. Hip hop. Not quite. Climbed the ladder. And then it hit me like a sack of potatoes. What kind of bag of potatoes are we talking about? Are we talking about a 5-pound bag? 3-pound bag? 10-pound bag? 20-pound bag? Russets? Oh, that's what I actually used to cook this evening. Russets are a good quality potato. 50-pounder. That's Messagusa. And that huge building with the Pokeball on it is our school. No kidding. It's gonna be great having you in the same class. But all that schoolwork. Don't think of it as schoolwork. Think of it as a tons of chances to learn about Pokemon battling. Isn't it awesome what you can see from up here? Mountains, forests, grasslands, beautiful nature stuff as far as the eye can see. And you know what's waiting for you all over these natural spaces? Tons of Pokemon. Consider this me officially telling you, welcome to Paldea. Sounds like they were like toying with the name for Palkia and misspelled it. Probably have to go there first. Well, that was good. That actually gave me an opportunity to eat my food. Ooh, a Chesto Berry. Nice. Oh, so they changed it. It's not like as soon as you make eye contact with someone anymore, they automatically battle you. That's kind of cool. Oh, a Psyduck as well? Yeah, we want one of those. Take it. Take it, bitch. Wes, lurked at work. All right, man, welcome in. I appreciate it being here. Hope all is well with you. We're just starting up the playthrough of the good old Pokemon Scarlet. This baseline, though. Yeah, it's pretty good. At least 5 out of 10. You probably hit it one more time. Oh my god. Diglett learned Growl. How about this one? Level 6. That's even higher level than before. Yeah, it is slightly stronger just because we have more people on the team. Okay. And that's fine. That's fine. Because I got all these bros to choose from. Hip hop anonymous. A tackle's not gonna kill him. Yeah, that's what I thought. This side duck is a beef boy. Nice. Real good. Real good experience points. These Psyducks are given a lot of experience points. It is constantly racked by a headache. When the headache turns intense, it begins using mysterious powers. Nope. Nice. Add it to my party. I'm slowly amassing Giga Chad powers. Ooh, Lechunk, let's see what he could do. What is that? That's fairy, right? Move info. Yeah, it's fairy. Let's charming cry. The user does emotional damage to opposing Pokemon. This attack never misses. Go, Chunk! That's really weak. Okay, Tail Whip. And Tackle. Yeah, we can learn, or we can live two. We can live two, no problem. Man, all he has to do is just not attack. Damn it. Okay. Well, my other boys will get Reap Rewards benefits. Reap Rewards benefits, boys. I learned Absorb. It's so strong. Yeah, lots of experience. Should another move be forgotten and replaced with Fairy Wind? Yes. I like fairy moves. Splash. Probably Splash, unless they changed it. But if it operates the same as how it's been operating since it's been introduced, then probably not gonna be ideal. Just saying. What's that over there? A Meryl! Come here, you sexy beast. Level 4, though. Is this gonna one-shot? What? I thought Meryl was part water. Its Evo is. That means that its base form is not water. That's interesting. I mean, I know what Azumarill, I know what he's capable of, but all like the preceding evolutions I'm not too familiar with. I must admit. Ooh, we got ourselves an Azumarill. Not very much experience. Oh, it's a fairy type. Hard fairy. Its tail bounces like a rubber ball. It flings that tail around to fight opponents bigger than itself. It's famous that it can change its gender when it evolves, since Azurill has a different gender split than its Evo. Has a different gender split than its Evo. I'm not sure. Are you referencing the fact that Azurill doesn't have like a gender specification? And like its evolution does? Do baby Pokemons have gender specification? That's something that I never even like recognized. They do? Okay. Yeah, we'll see this. We'll see summary. We'll start actually playing a little bit. Oh! It's got huge power. Okay. It's a hardy nature too? That's not that bad. Okay. Welcome to the team. Oh boy. Yeah, we can get rid of Yungus. You can keep 6 Pokemon in your party at once. Any other Pokemon can be sent to your Pokemon boxes for safekeeping. From the main menu, you can select your boxes to open them up. From there, those Pokemon to swap in and out of your current team. Okay. Azurill has a chance to be 25% male and 75% chance female. Male has 50-50 chance, so 25% will switch from form to male. Interesting. I didn't know that. I wonder if that was actually intended or if that was just a snafu from the developer. It kind of sounds like it was a mistake on the developer's behalf. Because, like, okay, I mean, that exists, but what relevance does that even have? Right? That's what I'm thinking. Endure. The user... Okay, I can't read fast enough. Pokeball. Ooh. You sexy thing. Come here. Would be strange if it is intended, while some moves are affected by genders. Yeah, that's true. But any moves that actually have like competitive relevancy, I'm not sure if you're more of like a casual player, if you will, or if you actually like delve into the competitive aspect of these games. But some history, some lore on Kyle's behalf is that I have been in the competitive space in Pokemon for a very long time. Much longer than I would like to admit. So, like, the only, like, gender-based move that I can think of is Attract. That's like the only thing that I can think of. I play more casual now. Gotcha. Body slam? Dude, clearly if you're a female, then the paralysis chance goes from 30% to 60%. Everyone knows that. It's just part of the game, bro. Alright, cool. Play this game with my husband. But, I mean, okay, so let me ask you this. So before this game, like preceding Pokemon games, were you more like involved in the competitive space? Like, was that your focus? Do you know what you're doing? Is my real question. Ralts data has been added to the Pokedex. The horn on its head provides a strong power that enables it to sense people's emotions. I can read, I swear. Nope. Let's see what you got. Synchronize. Serious nature. That's not bad. It takes plenty of siestas, which is max IV. So, hypothetically, it could have really good IVs, because it does have a max HP IV. Okay. Add a party. Psyduck. I kind of want to keep, like, this generation Pokemon on the team just because I haven't used them yet. I mean, Azurill becomes Azumarill, so I don't even need Psyduck anymore. So let me get rid of Psyduck, because I actually have, like, a legitimate Psychic-type Pokemon. Has your husband ever body slammed you like a Raichu? Up to Gen 6 before I became a mother, yes. Don't have the time to breed and make them perfect. No comment. Oh, don't listen to Bacon. Bacon is just being Bacon. Bacon, you can share jokes like that with... What the fuck is this? You can share jokes like that with me, Bacon, but leave Annie out of this, okay? She didn't do nothing to you. Fido? Is this the bread dog? I'm just really into body slamming. Body slamming is pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. But back to the previous comment about like breeding and making sure that you got the proper IVs, the proper nature, the proper ability. One thing that I really like in the more like recent Pokemon games is the fact that like Game Freak is slowly weaning all of those archaic mechanics like further and further out of their games, which I think is lovely. Because as soon as I discovered what Pokemon Showdown was, like years ago, I started playing all my Pokemon, like competitively speaking, on Pokemon Showdown, just because you can literally like craft whatever like statistics you want for the Pokemon, whatever nature you want, whatever ability. You can even adjust the IVs back in the certain generation. I'm not sure what generation was specifically, but like certain Pokemon needed hidden power fire, hidden power ice was a really big one. So yeah, but I mean, to answer your question, like I used to be a huge nerd, like probably more than I am now as far as stuff like that. So it actually quite pleases me, the fact that Game Freak has slowly been weaning that out with every iteration of the game that comes to pass. It's like super cool. This is a pure fairy type. This Pokemon is smooth and moist to the touch. That sounds erotic. Yeast in Fido's breath induces fermentation in the Pokemon's vicinity. What am I reading right now? What is this? Own tempo. Okay, not that good. Very lackluster. Sassy nature, alert to sound, so it's got max speed IV. Well, it potentially could have max. Yeah, we can add it to party for now. You used to be a huge nerd, unfollowed. I know. It's something that I like to keep close to the chest. I don't enjoy telling people about that. I really don't. Okay, we'll take off the chunk for now. Gets better when it evolves. Why do I feel that I got a bad nature for it? Like it seems like it wants to be fast and I got a negative speed nature. An Igglypuff. Oh, look at this fat son of a bitch. Oh, I'm okay with this. This thing is cute as shit. I stopped looking for natures and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's like ingrained into my soul every time I play one of these games. It's just like something that I have to look at. Straight up though, this battle music is total fire. You think so? Right out of Persona. Oh, dude, Persona's music. So good. Why is there a Pokeball floating to my right? Nice. A lot of fairies on this route. Competitive. Impish. Interesting. Whoop, wrong one. Nice. Is that another Fido? Yeah, it is. Alright, let me rest first. Of course! Shapely Legs has beat me to it. Over here! This here's a Pokemon Center that looks like a gas station. You can come here to take a lot of things related to your Pokemon. Take care of things. But I'll leave the explanations to the pros here. Happy to be of service and welcome to the Pokemon Center. I'm here to keep everyone's Pokemon healthy. Where's Nurse Joy? I strike. I strike. Here on my left is the Pokemon Mart counter. You can buy things like Pokeballs and potions. Hello, we accept payment both in cash and in LP or League Points, that is. 1 LP is worth $1. And this, to my right, is a technical machine. Technical machine. TM machine for short. It's your ticket to making TMs, which you can use to teach moves to your Pokemon. You need to pay an LP and supply the machine with materials that Pokemon drop. Interesting. So it's kind of like a crafting. It's kind of like the fun-sized forge from Dragon Quest. Which, off topic, I like, I know max level in Dragon Quest is 99, but that's actually kind of ridiculous to farm king metal slimes until you reach level 99. I'm level 70 right now, and I am strong, okay? I'm strong. LP comes in handy both at these machines and at stores. I've got a lot here, have some. She gave me 5,000? Oh my gosh, she's just giving me all this good shit. You hit my ceiling. I think level 70 is like... Dude, so you actually did like a lot of the post-game as well, right? Or did you reach level 70 before you even touched any of the post-game stuff? Some of it? Never killed the last boss? Okay, well, I'll have to make sure that I captured that on stream. Just in case Bacon decides to grace his presence while I play Dragon Quest and beat the shit out of Clasmos. I did reach level 99. You have the patience of a queen. Dude, it is so annoying, like, trying to, like, just fleeing and re-engaging and fleeing and re-engaging. And then when you finally found a king metal slime, the fucker runs away from you. So you gotta repeat the same process over and over and over and over again. It's so annoying. I don't know if there's like a way that I can optimize that process, but dude, like, come on. Are you ready to go? Then let's go. Goofy sure, but it helps you send your lead Pokemon out with R button. That way you can have the Pokemon that's walking with you go pick up items lying around or go battle its own on other stuff like that. Eric has an attack which always crit, so they can't escape, and yeah, the attack is critical acclaim. And that's what I use to kill the King Metal Slimes. But dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, literally, there have been times where the King Metal Slime decides to stick around, attacks, and then immediately runs away and goes before my team. There are also, like, the countless encounters where I run into a mob of like, one King Metal Slime, and then the thing just, like, automatically runs away anyway. So it's, like, super annoying. I don't even have the opportunity to attack with Eric. Or Ratboy. Eric's name is Ratboy. Press the R button is a quick and easy way to tell your lead Pokemon, alright buddy, let's go. Once you give the go-ahead, your Pokemon will set out on its own to battle nearby Pokemon or pick up items it finds in the area. When your Pokemon is low on energy, which happens when its HP is low, it won't be able to go exploring on its own. So if your Pokemon gets weak, try to heal it up with a potion or some item. Auto battle. See if you can battle on its own with auto battles. How do I do that? Will be decided by the strength and the types of Pokemon taking part in battle. Keep that in mind when you are choosing which of your Pokemon to send out on its own. I wasn't paying attention. How do I send a Pokemon out on its own? Alright, I'll figure it out. Wow, Lily. Sounds like skill issues. I'll remember this. Thank you. You're welcome. I preferred the metal hands in the swamp in the center of the map. 2-hand there, and you should be 99. ZR. Okay, thank you, Yanni. Skill issue. I don't know what's going on right now. All you people in chat are like trying to harm me. You do know that my subjective mentality is just as vulnerable as my corporeal flesh. Nonsense. I'm not okay with this. Fuck Coco. And the rest of your team should be better now. Oh, by the way, did you know? When you don't know where to go next, you can ask for help at any Pokemon Center. The staff there can give you tips about where you might want to try. Plus, they'll register their suggested destinations on Rotom Phone for you. Or did you already know that? Well, I do hope my little tidbits come in handy. Get them away. Fuck your tidbits. We have to break you down to build you up. Man, I can't stay mad at you. Always giving me sage words of advice. Pokeball. A sun kern. Oh, it's these things. They evolve into Talonflame. Another Endure? Oh, God. What is you? Can I jump? Oh, wait a minute. I remember now. R. Are you kidding me right now? Can I actually aim the Pokeball? Can I aim the throw? I just wanna fight this thing. They look like the pigs from Fart Waker. Fart Waker. What's Fart Waker? You can talk to it? I can talk to this thing? Oh, thank you. Now I feel like a dumbass, but thank you both. Why am I getting duplicates of TMs that I already have? Is there a way to run, like, fast? Am I capped out at the... Ah, it's you! You're mine. The pomade. I mean, I get that TMs are only one-time use, but if you're gonna give me multiple of TM, then at least give me moves that are, like, good. I only have Endure and Swift so far. Nice. That's what I wanted to do before. Was that an electric type move I saw? Azurill wants to learn Bubble Beam. What do you have? I mean, Bubble Beam will be better than Water Gun. Might as well. What flamethrower at your house? I don't understand. Oh yeah. Oh, flamethrower TM at the house? No, it's not about me doing what I want. I want to go fast. So I'm just asking if there's a way to run fast. Dude, the bear is part electric. And the bear is actually a mouse. It has underdeveloped electric sacs on its cheeks. These sacs can produce electricity only if Pommy rubs them furiously with the pads on his forepaws. So basically, he just has to rub himself to emit electricity. I mean the TMs? Man, I'm just not understanding anything that's going on right now. Why do I even read chat? I can't even read. I really can't read. See Pommy's summary. Static. So it is a clone. It is 100% a clone. And it is a terrible nature because it looks like this is a physical attacker. And I have bold. That's really unfortunate. But I mean, it's a new Pokemon, so we have to use it. Type diversity though. I mean, that's level 9. But huge power though. I don't like Hoppip. Never did. Paralyze heal. Am I? Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way. I was just exploring like the outermost area. And it seems like I've gotten a little bit deterred. I've gone away from where I need to be. Protect. Okay. Electric is special attack. But you're forgetting things like Wild Charge. Wild Charge is a physical attacking electric attack. And then, of course, the infamous Volt Tackle that only one Pokemon can use. So, I mean, but yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time. Electric is basically special attack. Protect, respect, eject. Yeah, that's what I'm told all the time. What are... Is that an Ammonite? Is that a seagull? Yeah. So what are these bros gonna like reappear as soon as I get far enough away or something? I think those are the infamous Wiglets that you guys were talking about. Those are the white penises. Dude, is that a fucking Matang? Oh no, it's just you. Yeah, Matang would be like a lot bigger. Yo, dude, these are the albino dicks. What do you mean nothing happened? Oh, okay, I didn't go yet. Zorora is so rude. I always liked that Pokemon, Zoroark. I'm catching Magikarp just because it can turn into Gyarados. And Gyarados is OP. But we have an objective. We have to catch the albino penis. Oh, it's so gross. He fucking stretches out and shit. Ah. He's part water. Interesting. Nice graphics.
Yeah.
The Wiglet. Let's see what this is. It is part water. A garden eel Pokemon? This Pokemon can pick up the scent of a Veluza just over 65 feet away and will hide itself in the sand. Wiglet's better than Diglett? Gooey. Oh, rash, that's gross. Okay. There was something... Or was there something? No. Dude, at first, from a distance, I thought that those Wiglets were Ammonites. And I was like, oh, dude, I can get an Ammonite? I remember when I first played Pokemon Red, I was a kid, and I chose the Helix fossil. And Amistar was probably, like, the Pokemon that I was most proud of on my team. I still remember that to this day. Yeah, let's fight. You don't like the poop fossil? Who are you calling poop, Annie? Who are you calling poop? Because I have contention with that. I very much like all the fossil Pokemon. Unless there's one that I'm just not remembering. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. You Pokemon strong. Yes, my Pokemon strong. Oh shit. Wrong one. Oh, I think I saw a video about this. Didn't they make a Wooper into like a shit version of himself? Nice. Poison and ground. Interesting combination, for sure. What advantage would that have? After losing a territorial struggle, Wooper began living on land. The Pokemon changed over time, developing a poisonous film to protect its body. What advantage would that possibly have? That's a terrible, terrible typing. Water absorb. Well, that is a good ability. Especially being weak to water. That is a good ability. Special defense and physical defense down. That's a unfortunate nature. Interesting Pokemon. Oh god, just run. Oh, I didn't want to fight you, little rabbit. Get the hell out. Shit. Imagine shitting and then some nerd digging it up 2 million years later. Bro, there have got to be fossils that have been excavated that, like, archaeologists are like, oh, dude, I found a fossil. And then as soon as it gets examined, like, it's literally just revealed that it's a pile of human shit. Like, that's got to have happened. That's got to have happened, dude. That sounds like something that would totally happen to me if I were an archaeologist. $160 in the bag. An awakening. There's gotta be some crazy Pokemon around here. There's gotta be. Was Ralts supposed to be like the special Pokemon? Whatever. Wes, welcome back, man. Hope work is going good for you. Those are some pretty sick emojis, not gonna lie. What's the first one? Looks like a Kirby character. I'm pretty sure I have to go up here, so. Is there like an objective? Offline. Too bad there wasn't like an objective that reminded you of what you have to do. It would be good.
Perfect timing.
Carlotta! Ooh, a grass type against my fire type? I'm not sure if that was a smart move. There is? Yeah, that emoji is pretty sick. I got stomped on. Of course you did. What is you? Oh, it's on the map? A Shroodle. Is it a poison type? Alright. Anything I do will probably kill you, so let me see. It is poison normal. Interesting. More poison representation so early in the game. I actually kind of like that. It's fast. Well, it's fast. Hmm. You are indeed correct, my friend. I just don't know what I'm doing yet. Oh, a Bonsley. What was it, Pichu? Man, I don't care about all you old gen Pokemon. I just care about you new gen Pokemon. Ooh, rest. Would you like to go back to where you were before you fell? No! Nonsense. Sunkerns. Keeping my eyes peeled for more of these boys. Oh shit. For more of these new generation boys. That's what we want. Can I just fall down? No? Too high? But no. Nice. Okay, already got these guys. Oh, another Ralts. There are a lot of Raltses over here. Oh, it's you. Ralts. Well, I am definitely stockpiling my inventory. I'm actually kind of surprised at how many items there are to pick up in the overworld. Probably just rest while I'm here. GLaDOS picture looks really cool. There are all kinds of handy functions registered to your directional buttons. Check them out. Okay. Or did you already know that? Well, I do hope my little tidbits come in handy. Let me see something. She keeps referencing her little tidbits. I need to see something. She indeed does have little tidbits. And I can assure you that they are never going to help me out. I'm liking some of the art direction. I'm actually kind of impressed. To be completely honest with you. Not impressed so much from the overworld perspective, because it looks exactly like Pokemon Sword, like back from that generation, I should say. Like the overworld art has not changed, but like some of the intricacies as far as like the images of the items and the Pokemon that you look at, like kind of like from a 2D angle, they're actually really pretty. I like them. You think the textures are marginally better? I can't tell, to be completely honest. It looks the same to me. Pachirisu. What do you have for me? Squovet. I'm trying to think if I've seen this thing before. Better, but not great. Nice. Covet. Okay. See, that art for Fido actually looks dope. I really like that. That's cool. Crazy how the highest grossing IP in the world can't even pull off a steady 30 frames per second. I know, man. That's because this game is targeted to an audience that doesn't really understand what frames per second even is. That's how they get you. That's how they got the audience that they do. What? Bro, this thing evolves into a monster. Hold up. Another really powerful water type. Nice. Its large front tooth is still growing in. When the tooth itches, the Pokemon will bite another Tootle's horn, and the two Pokemon will tussle. That's how I've always said tussling starts, as when you bite someone. Glad to see Pokemon is being lore accurate. This is a strong Pokemon, dude. Jolly Nature. Yeah. Welcome to the team. Should I though? No, I'm fine. Strong fucking jaw, dude. Man. What's that? Oh, it's a little poop whooper. You managed to scramble back out of the water? I can't even cross the water? What a lame game. There's something over there. Heal ball. A Happini. Hello. I don't know what's going on. Nice. So the strats still remain. These Happinis give an abnormally large amount of experience. It carries a round white rock in its belly pouch. If it gets along well with someone, it will sometimes give that rock to the person. I didn't read that right, but it's okay. It's a modest Happini. That's beast. Oh, I can't jump. I go to bed. Annie, thanks for hanging out. It's already 3 a.m. there. Man, that's nuts. I appreciate you being here. I very much do. I hope that you enjoy your rest. Excuse me? Pop quiz, what happens when a Pokemon's HP runs out? Was that your terrible segue in trying to fight me? Oh, a Slukoth! I haven't seen that thing in so long. Leveling up my boys. Tommy wants to learn the move Charge. What else do you know? Quick Attack, Scratch, Growl. Okay, we can give it a Growl, I think. Gotta keep my eyes peeled for any other new pokes. Fight me. I came to mess with Goza and make some deliveries, but let's have a quick battle. Nice! Rookity. Wants to learn the move Bite, huh? Let's see. Tackle, Leer, Round. Well, we can get rid of Tackle because we have Round. Should be fine. I've been having some nice battles. I'm a Pokemon League rep. Well, good news, if you can defeat 4 trainers here in Area 1 of the South Province, there's a lovely prize with their name on it. So far, you defeated 5 trainers here in Area 1. On behalf of the Pokemon League, here's your lovely prize. Oh, Thunderwave, that's super cool. I like that. We're holding this challenge for other areas around Paldea too. Stop by and try them. We can make that TM now as well. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's sick. I very much like the art there. If you press the ZL button, you can lock on to a nearby Pokemon, meaning you'll keep it in the sights once you set on it. You'll keep your sights set on it once you see it. That's what I try to say. If only I had a faster way to move. There's something on the other side. Oh my goodness. I can't... Dude, how did I manage to scramble out of the water from that height? There's no way, dude. If I fell from this height to the water, I'd probably die. Oh my gosh. There's got to be something down here for my hard efforts. Right? Is that a chunk? Yeah. There is something here. Luxury ball. See, I'm not just a masochist. There was something here. Excuse me. Can I go down this ledge? Or this... This area here. I can. Maybe I can like surf on that water later. Maybe. Scatterbug. Gotta get stronger. All right, man. That is a noble goal. I'm totally digging that beard that you're trying to grow too. Oh, there's that thing again. So strange how I like invested so much time into trying to find that thing, and now that I'm not looking for it at all, there are just so many. Struggle bug. Man, it's so crazy. I can barely see these things sometimes. Oh man, the kryptonite. Pardon me. Swift. Dude, there are so many items, bro. Where's this lead? How many Pokemon have you enslaved now? Metal Claw. Let's see. How do I check that? How do I check the enslaved status? It's one of these buttons. There we go. Pod 18, Battle 26. Not enough? Lily, really? Listen, I'm not interested in catching Pokemon that are from previous generations. I'm interested in well, okay. So, if they are Pokemon from previous generations and I know they're strong, I'll get them. But, I mean, this is a new generation. This is a new Pokemon game, so I don't want to waste my time, like, catching Pokemon that I already know exist. I want to catch new Pokemon. I want to use new Pokemon, you know? What do you have to say about that, Lily? Look at this girl just standing there fondling that lone ball. Look at her standing there looking like a man. That is a girl, right? I don't know. I thought you were Kaiser Ketchum. Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry, the time will come where we actually invest our efforts into catching them all. Just not yet. You can still catch them without using them. Okay. If Lily says I need to, I guess I should probably start doing it. What Lily says goes. I know the rules. It's true. It's true. I know the rules. Yay, we caught a Scatterbug. Yay. Remembering moves. If Pokemon skip learning moves or forget old moves, they can learn them again. Open the main menu, select a Pokemon, and then select Check Summary. On the status screen, go to Moves and Stats tab to check your Pokemon's moves and help it. Oh, God. Ugh. Ugh. And help it remember some. That's actually really cool that you could just do that. It's like kind of self-sufficient, you know? Don't have to go anywhere or talk to anyone. Any poison this Pokemon takes is converted into a black powder and secreted. That's why Scatterbug can eat poisonous leaves and roots. When you get a bit further in the game, we can play together. Of course we will. And it's gonna be a little bit different than Overwatch 2. I'll actually play this game, I swear. You have my word. Oh wow, that's less damage than I expected. Is this gonna kill? Let me see. Yeah, it is. Okay. Dude, WoW servers just went down for maintenance. What am I going to do with my life? Oh, bro. Well, let's think. You said you had a lot on your plate, right? So why don't you just play something else that's on your plate? Problem solved. A level 8 fletchling. I never played Guild Wars 2 either, to be honest. Oh, I got some pretty good XP from that. Nice. This Pokemon is normally calm, but once it enters battle, its hormonal balance changes and it becomes aggressive. That's what they say about every man that enters puberty. Oh, wow. Even more items that I didn't pick up yet. That is nuts. Ooh, that's a good idea. Bacon, you can actually go back to Final Fantasy Online. Items keep spawning? Okay. Okay. This goddamn game is already trolling me. Already. Here I am just trying to have a good time. Thank you for telling me that. That's something that I probably wouldn't have figured out. Yeah, I'm level 9. Tarantula. The ball of threads wrapped around its body is elastic enough to deflect the scythes of Scyther, this Pokemon's natural enemy. That is not true. The natural enemy of Scyther is Pinsir. Do not retroactive continuity this shit. I am about to beat the shit out of someone like Game Freak. Is that Togepi? Oh no. The natural enemy of any Pokemon is my stomach. Very true. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but what are you gonna do when I decide to eat you? There's nothing you can do. You're gonna be eaten. Let's see if I can catch this stupid thing. Easy. Easy street. Sunkern. It suddenly falls out of the sky in the morning. Knowing it's weak, it simply feeds until it evolves. What a terrible existence. Literally knowing that you are inferior. So in order to like overcome that, you just decide to consume everything around you in hopes of becoming stronger. That's terrible. That is an absolutely abysmal existence. I disagree. Oh, fuck you, man. Oh, that's so funny. I disagree. When climate change kicks in, it's Pikachu loin for dinner every night. Oh, I can catch this. Consume all things. That's funny. Wow, pretty good defense. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm getting a lot of flinches though. Getting the flinch hacks. Well, it was pretty strong. Another one for the books. Oh, I probably should have taught hypnosis to that thing. In order to adjust the level of fluids in its body, it exudes water from its eyes. I do too. This makes it appear to be crying. I actually am. Bye, Bondsley. Okay. So I think we satisfied the needs of Lily. We went back and we caught pretty much everything that is in this area, I think. Yeah, we caught that thing. You love exuding liquid from your eye. It's true. There's a scatterbug. Yeah, we're good. Kaiser! Fight me! Look at my sculpted legs. Did you battle some trainers on the hill? I bet your Pokemon are getting stronger. How about you show me how much all you learned in a battle? Yeah. Fight me. There's nothing like having a friend around. Oh my god. Why does she have a Michael Jackson glove? You seem like you're getting better at this, so I'm coming at you with 2 Pokemon this time. I only see, 2, like, in total? Or I thought it was like a doubles battle. Burn 'em! No. You really work your type matchups. I can tell how badly you want to win. Well, that's the objective of the game. Don't know who Pommy is. Oh, Pommy is the little bear that rubs its paws together and emits electricity. That only used a blast. Think I better pull out my ace in the hole. What's going on? Is this a new mechanic? This is totally a new mechanic. What is this? terrestrializing is always a solid strategy. The opposing Pommy used Thunder Shock. Okay. So what did that do? Did that just increase its defense? Imagine if Sony Santa Monica produced a Pokemon game. You think it would be good? If you need help with anything, just say. Do you think... I mean, am I... Okay, let me ask. Am I not doing something right? Am I just, like, completely overlooking something? Oh, the fat dog can learn something. I like Tail Whip on him. What's this do? The user licks the target with a long tongue to inflict damage. Lick. Not yet? Okay, that's good. Maybe more LED lights in the background. It's possible. So. I actually, I thought about that quite a few times. I think the first investment that I make into my streaming equipment is definitely a better capture card. We're gonna start there. The webcam, I think the webcam could be a bit better. It's not bad by any means, but it could definitely be better. I don't know. I think those two things would actually offer a lot of more quality of life fixes for me. Let's see your bulge. Maybe show more cleavage. Clevis? Clevis, you mean clavicle? Yeah, we're gonna do a hot tub stream one day, man. And then Lily's gonna be able to see clavicle, and Bacon is gonna be able to see some bulge. Okay. Man, I can't believe how fast you're improving. Dude, your friend or your ally in this game is like a total masochist. Give us a deep dive into that mouth. That sounds a little intrusive. God, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds a little intrusive, like you're using me just for the purposes of my mouth. That's kind of what it sounds like, I'm not gonna lie. Amazing, look at you taking on a terrestrialized opponent and winning no problem. Come to think of it, you can't terrestrialize your Pokemon yet, huh? Don't worry, I'll get you taken care of. Ooh. You're so good with Pokemon battles, I forget how new you are to this stuff sometimes. Anyway, it was fun to battle with you. Here, have some revives as thanks. Like your toy. Ooh, don't talk about my toy, please. No one needs to know about that. Show us what that mouth do. Courtesy of sexually explicit remarks from Denmark. That joke wasn't like super prompt. It didn't glide off the tongue. Cause I didn't quite know what I want. I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't know the words to say it. Now Mestigosa waiting just past this gate, at last the city where our school is. There's a ton of hills and stairs and stuff in the city, so I'm gonna take a quick breather and then catch up with you soon. How quickly a Pokemon stream becomes sexual harassment. That's what I've always said. These things can go completely sideways so fast. Yeah, she appeared in the same frame as myself just to show the clear differentiation between the muscle physique in her legs compared to mine. And not to mention she's like a foot taller than me, so. Alright, here it is. We finally made it, huh? This is Messagoza, the biggest city in Paldea. It's been a big trade hub since a long time ago. Lots of folks come here to learn about advances in technology and all kinds of other stuff. There's a hair salon where you can fix your look, plus places with tasty food and fixings. Nice. What do you want to see first? I want to see the tasty food. Ha! I didn't have you pegged for a big eater. Yeah, it's true because you're like a foot taller than me, so I can understand. But that's smart. You can't battle well with a growling tummy, can you? Right? Oh, and speaking of battling, I want to be sure you'll be able to terrestrialize your Pokemon 2 Kaiser. There's a few things that gotta get done for that to happen, but I'll take care of them. Meanwhile, you just have fun looking around the city a bit. There's so much to do. Grab a bite and buy some accessories to spice up your uniform. Later. If you want my personal recommendation, you've got to see Delibird Presents. They sell handy items for Pokemon to hold. Once you've seen your fill, we can meet up again in front of the school. Just be ready. The stairs to the school are no joke. Why don't they install an escalator? I mean, come on. Later then, get pumped for some terrestrializing. It's only harassment if 3 people do it. Is that a thing? Is that a what? I called the front? You're both deviants. You're both deviants. What is going on? I call back? Oh my god. Teamwork. Did you guys see that? Oh my god, that's so sad. I paid $60 for this. We had a teacher in middle school that said it's only bullying if 3 people do it. Dude, that teacher needs to, like, literally lose their job. That is the stupidest fucking thing that I've heard. I think that's the stupidest thing that I've heard today. Yeah, I think that actually takes the cake. You paid $60? Yeah. Brand new, this game was $60. Oh, good. All right. Yeah, just go up all these stairs, right? We're entertained, so it was worth it. I have no regrets. Welcome to Shurikens. Our can-do attitude is sure to leave you smiling. Wow. What a interesting name. I only paid 50. Yeah, it's very interesting how price actually is deterministic, or region is deterministic on pricing, I should say. It's $80 in Canada. Damn. Damn is right. Look at this. Humongo power. Egg power, item drop power. Lily, what does this mean? But that's $60 US, so same price. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, if I had to pay 80 bucks or something just to find out that it was like 60 bucks somewhere else, I'm like, okay. So what I paid for was actually $60, but like objectively speaking, I still paid 80 of my dollars. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if it's worth less somewhere else, like I still paid 80 bucks. Like, that wouldn't make me feel good. Encounter Pokemon you'll find, not a problem for a Giga Chad like me. Yeah, that's true, man. I don't know about you, but I'm stingy. I am stingy. I do not like to spend my money. Y'all better be thankful. Playing video games is actually a great pastime of mine, so I don't necessarily mind coughing up the money for interesting games that I might find appealing. Catching power, better chance to catch that type. Okay. I like to spend money. Interesting. Can I not? Okay. Oh! It's this stuff. Interesting. Okay. Ability shield. What is that? This cute and rather unique looking shield protects the holder from having its ability changed by others. That's terrible. Who gives a shit? That literally does not have any value. And it's so expensive too. What? Yeah, it's a waste. So many games. I had a psychic premonition that I won't live past 50, so I don't have to worry about it. Do you hold a lot of value in psychic readings? Or are you just are you being bacon? That's the best way that I could put it. For myself, I do. I'm incredibly powerful. Oh man. It's easy to grab by the ears, which is why part of why it's so popular. Yeah, anything that's easy to grab by the ears is automatically more popular, for sure. I agree with that. What's this bro doing? Just keep going west. Okay. I remember this was years ago. I was still in high school. I remember my mother went to a psychic and the psychic did not, or they were not able to actually predict anything that was about to happen in my life concerning my health implications. She did, however, predict that I was going to become a psychologist and I was going to drink weekly. She did say that to my mother, I remember. So as soon as like time passed and I realized how wrong that prediction was, don't necessarily believe in psychics as much as I once did. Let me just say that. Maybe I have to go over more. Oh, there's the big stairwell. My fortune cookie says your hidden talents will soon be revealed. Well, get busy and reveal the hidden talents is my advice that I can give you. Don't you get it? If you join Team Star, you can shine as bright as anybody. Oh, this... They literally created a character. Oh my god. Why? Why? Seriously, what's with you? Don't you want to burn bright with awesome friends like us? Not really. Oh my god. Look, we got a quota we were supposed to fill for new members, so just sign up already. I'd rather not. That's a girl? Oh boy. I'm thinking Dick Helicopter, maybe. Exactly. Show the people how to make your dick turn into a helicopter, bro. If you're here to sign up, we'll get to you next. We nearly got this one. God, I can't read. If you're here to sign up, we'll get to you next. We've nearly got this one in the bag. Oh my god. We're Team Star Kid. We burn so bright it hurts to look at us, but you knew that, right? I want to see the backpack. So you know exactly who you're messing with and you're still coming at us with that attitude. You're scary, kid. If you joined Team Star, you'd be looking down from the top in no time. Why is she convulsing? We can't let something like this just slide. That's true. You keep watching the little four eyes over there. Don't make fun of people with glasses. I'll make sure this fresh-faced nobody ends up seeing stars. Why are you walking away to fight me? Get personally attacked by a game. It really seems like they're targeting quite a few things. Oh, look at my... Dude! I said this before for a reason. Well-sculpted legs. And what does the game zoom in on? The very first thing when this character makes an appearance. The well-sculpted legs. I'm not making this shit up. It's true. Looks like Minnie Mouse's legs. Well, relative to the rest of her body. Well-sculpted legs. See, it's not beneath me to point out someone's good characteristics. I can be nice too. I can't believe you. You don't have to find randos to battle. You'll have all the battles you'll ever need with me. That's not what happened. Amazing and an ultra gift to you. Key to your bedroom. You obtained the Terra Orb. An orb that holds within it the power to crystallize. When it is charged with energy, it can be used to cause Pokemon to terrestrialize. What does that even do? Are you gonna tell me what it does? Of course it's a fire type right now, dude. Lily, you're never nice to me. Oh, please. Okay, well, let me not be a sarcastic ass. Lily, I'm sorry for you thinking that I'm not nice to you. Your presence at the stream means quite a lot to me. Here in the Paldea region, Pokemon can crystallize through a strange phenomenon. The people call this terrestrializing. You can terrestrialize your Pokemon by selecting the terrestrialize button in battle. When a Pokemon terrestrializes, its type changes to its Terra type. Moves of the same type as this Terra type will become much more powerful than usual. After terrestrializing a Pokemon once, you won't be able to terrestrialize a Pokemon again until you heal up at a Pokemon Center. So use this strategy wisely to seize victory in battles. Kiss her on the cheek, slap her on the ass, and say, "Go get 'em, champ." Okay, so terrestrialize is pretty much like Dynamaxing, or... So this is the only one that is highlighted. Let's see. I'm not a fan of this, dude. This is so stupid. He-Man, but better. Nice. You pulled off terrestrializing, no problem. Moves of your Pokemon Terra type will hit even harder when it's terrestrialized, you know. Sometimes you'll find a Pokemon whose Terra type is totally different than its usual type. That difference can open up your strategic options. I like that. That was pretty cool. Gotta charge your Terra Orbit at Pokemon Center after every use by healing up your Pokemon, your team though. Time to overthrow the king? Oh man, all my efforts for no. I'll be on my merry way. Hasta la vista. That's not right. That's not right. So yeah, Team Star is basically a group of students that like to kick up trouble. They hardly ever show up to class, and when they get together in groups, they're a real headache. Even the teachers don't know what to do with them, from what I hear. Oh, I want to see her. Oh, that is a girl. Look at those legs. You know what? I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this lack of shape that these legs have. These legs need to have a little bit more meat, a little bit more muscle. You know? Game Freak, you're gonna have to do better. Actually, that backpack is pretty dope. Look at you guys, you're already becoming a big hero around campus. I don't think I've seen that girl around. Maybe a new transfer like you. That Eevee bag, though. Love the fluff. Anyway, seems like the troubles died down, so we'd better book it up to school. Get ready to climb the worst staircase in the world. All right. Let's do it. Here we are. Welcome to Naranja Academy. This here is the entrance hall. You can sign up for all kinds of classes at the desk behind me, and those halls off to the sides lead to all different parts of the school. It's totally big enough to let loose and battle in here, but for some reason, they banned Pokemon battling in the main entrance. Oh, it's Clavicle! Master Kaiser, Miss Mama. How did you find your first school commute? We had a blast. Not that I was expecting any less from the champion-ranked student council president. Reliable as ever, Miss Namamamana. Well, I know how to look after my friends. Oh, but speaking of which, we saw some of those Team Star kids in the town. You did? Where? It was down the stairs from the front gates. They were hassling this kid with an Eevee backpack. That is quite the news. Are they still to be found out there? Actually, Kaiser flexed on him and ran him off. You don't say. Oh, thank God. WoW servers are back. It's good. It's good. I don't know what we're gonna do with you if the WoW servers didn't come back on, man. We just can't satisfy the need that you have for WoW. Of course, it's fine. It is a fine thing trying to help a fellow student, Master Kaiser, but you might know to show a bit of restraint as you find your feet here at our academy. Alright? What are you trying to say, guy? What the fuck are you trying to say? And Miss Namamra, do remember that the school staff is here to resolve any such troubles. Yes, Director. A child with the EV backpack, you say. I suppose that might have been Miss Penny. I'm relieved to hear she's come to class at least. If you'd be so good, do report to Mr. Jack about this Team Star business. As your homeroom teacher, you should be kept apprised of all such going-ons. You got it. Oh, but look at the time, you two had better hurry along. Classes will be starting soon. We're in class 1A, Kaiser. Come on, I'll show you the way. Oh God, so much cinematic. Good morning, Mr. Jock. You so sleepy? Go get some sleep. How long have you been awake? What time is it there? Isn't it like 3 o'clock in the morning? $4 in the morning? Lily, what are you doing? You have to go to bed. You have to get rest. Watching me? Okay. Okay. Could I trouble you for a few words introducing yourself?
Sure, I'm Kaiser.
Did you hear that? He seems super friendly and fun. I'm watching you two look outside your window. Joke's on you, bro. I live on the 3rd floor. So unless you're like an acrobat and you can scale trees, there's no way you'll be outside my window. There's no way. I'm half monkey. You should have let bacon in it. Must be freezing outside. Oh yeah. Well, to be completely honest with you, where I live, it's typically really warm, but we have been getting a cold spell. It's been in the 50s and 60s, which is like extremely cold for where I live. Yeah, I'm only in my underwear. Okay, so first of all, you're... Oh, what the hell did you say earlier? You said something along the lines of you being mighty. In which case also turned into the fact that you are part monkey and that you're able to climb extremely well. And you're also an obese monkey, so and you just happen to be right outside my window, so I think maybe not 100% of the details, but at least 80 to 85%. Not so sure. What is so hard to believe about that? Oh my god, my cheeks hurt. Oh god. Oh. It's like 0 degrees here right now. Holy shit. It's so cold. Yeah, man, I don't think that I would be able to survive in 0-degree weather. I mean, my body would definitely have to get used to it, but it is not used to cold weather like that for sure. Me, can I ask a question? Where do you live? I like everything about Pokemon. I want to complete the Pokédex. Dude, this game is like struggling to move. So bad. Look at the feet of the students just like flapping. Flapping in like 2 frames per second.